Starting back at the Trade Federation station, Glup Shito prepared for his new goal by putting his stat points inside agility and power strike with a side effect of force power. I should probably mention here that I later discovered that force powers were not as overpowered as I thought, and I later decided to stick solely to the lightsaber as the most OP form of combat. Speaking with the planet administrator, Glup Shito is assigned a quest to find an escaped droid and bring it back to the planet admin. In hindsight, even in vanilla Warband, this quest can be mildly annoying if you are unfamiliar with the village layout. Basically, it's just a guy standing around and then you fight him and get some money, but because this is Star Wars, I was unfamiliar with the layouts, and because I am looking for a droid, I had basically no hope in hell of completing this quest. After searching several nearby planets and moons, questioning the locals, Glup Shito is directed towards a particularly dank and annoying oasis basis. Becoming lost in the scenery, Glup Shito finally gives up on the droid and goes to do something else. Like this segment to our sponsor, have you considered ever watching something on YouTube? Perhaps you could consider a charming cartoon called The Big Les Show. It's a show about a person called Leslie, or Big Les for short. Give it a watch on the Big Les Show official YouTube channel. This takes a while to do, because spoiler alert, not much actually happens this episode, and I'm sorry I didn't decide to skip this whole section. Glup Shito looks at the trade prices on Botha and flies down to Dak. Thankfully, Bandito Deserter Storm Trooper Nova Trip attack, giving Glup Shito's lightsaber swinging arm a good work out as he diced the attacking force into quadrants. Glup Shito meets them in the cargo bay alone, shoulder checking anybody woes body isn't mine. They living on borrowed time, and I tattoo it on their forehead so I know what's on their mind. A pessimist's nemesis is Hateziver, Yon's guts the whole squad fester. They worship the pole while I'm hacking with my lightsaber hit in them goals. So that was that battle from Glup Shito's perspective. After the battle, Vayan Swag complains about how Glup Shito slaughtered the Imperial deserters, but Glup Shito told him where to stick that wicket. Glup once again has a quick level up, arriving at Nulhutta, a hive of scum and villainy, if there ever was one. Glup Shito hawks his wares wholesale, netting a small profit, and finding out that buying spice on Nulhutta and selling it at Man would net 317 galactic credits per diem. Also selling the spice on Jonos, is if unable to make it to Man, or maybe even buying more deluxe D90 droid oil and selling it on Manon again. But alas, because Glup Shito had an important goal, he did not buy anything, instead choosing to make haste to the nearest rebel planet, questioning the man in charge on the whereabouts and location of General Obi-Wan Kenobi. Oh hello there, due to an unforeseen critical error of judgment, Glup Shito finds himself in a precarious position, fraught with danger. An alarming scenario where an unknown craft chase is his ship down and forces a docking. Whatever could this be, thinks Glup Shito, grasping the hilt of his lightsaber with weariness, as the old kyber crystal inside ignites the blade, bathing his face in a bright blue glow. The battle is actually fearless, quite the sight on the security camera footage. Glup Shito saves it to his datapad for later viewing. Due to user error, Glup Shito accidentallys a button so as more Imperial deserters trying to step getting checked and wrecked instead. Even when they flee to the planet nearby, they still get completely wrecked. Except they take Glup Shito hostage because I accidentally clicked fight on the planet and lost because of course I did. And so it takes a few days to be free. Glup Shito, once free, quickly gains his bearings and vows to never be jumped by crooks, criminals, and deserters ever again. To accomplish this, he decides he must join the rebellion with all the haste. Glup Shito hopes to serve under the legendary Obi-Wan Kenobi, a Jedi general who fought in the Clone Wars 20 years ago, quickly stopping by the SECRETREBLBASE ONHOTH. Glup Shito casually chats to General Una about the location of Obi-Wan Kenobi. Having contemplated the sheer vastness of space and the indomitable nature of the human spirit, Glup Shito attempts to make a treatise expounding on the beauty of consciousness. Flying to Ender Glup, Shito takes full stock of the cantina and hires on a lovely woman named Luna Nova, is fleeing a life of dreadful slavery, something that is ostensibly illegal in both the Galactic Empire and the Rebel Alliance to restore the Republic. However, the realities of both systems allow great legal leeway for crime lords and Hutt syndicates to thrive. Leaving Ender with Luna in tow, Glup Shito sets heading and makes for the small planet of Bakura, only to be beset on all sides by Hutt criminals. In the small confines of the cargo bay, Glup Shito does the killing that needs doing, slowly and methodically running up and maiming many a Hutt criminal. Glup Shito finds himself compelled to begin traveling to the planet of Dant, in where Luke Skywalker is known to reside, because Obi-Wan Kenobi would surely be near. By also, as an aside, this was where Glup was told Obi-Wan would be. Glup Shito slowly but surely makes his way towards Dant, in speeding past Basker and stopping by Man on to party in the cantina. A short aside about Star Wars: the prequels are better than the sequels. There is no argument. I feel bad for the people who were big fans of Star Trek, but alas, we are here for a good time, not a long time. Moving quickly back to the story and swimming along the coast, nicely Glup Shito unfortunately encounters a swarm of deserting rebel cadets. He ruthlessly hacks at their neck with his lightsaber Mirash, illicitly approaching Dant, in bad less station. Glup Shito spats that the fleet docked to it is the one and only Obi-Wan Kenobi's fleet at last. Glup Shito has arrived.